WKRG News 5 presents the Golden Apple Award Special, a tribute to the 2020-2021 school year and our Golden Apple Award winners. The Golden Apple Award Special is brought to you by the Mobile County Sheriff's Office, Riviera Utilities, and Mobile County Smart 911.
This beat is out of control. This beat is out of control.
Golden Apple Award winner.
Oh my gosh!
Flip the old school in a new way.
You got 149 nominations.
That's unbelievable.
'Cause we're bringing it back. Yeah, 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 we're bringing it back. So turn it up. It's a new school beat.
Welcome to our WKRG News 5 Golden Apple Special 2021. We're wrapping up the past school year with the highlights of awarding deserving teachers with golden apples in recognition of their hard work. And for most teachers, this past year may have been one of the toughest of all. With COVID still in the air, restrictions were still in place at most schools: masks, social distancing, extra cleaning. In some schools, instead of surprising a teacher in the classroom, principals brought the teachers out to us. Sometimes their classes followed. But in every single case, it was a blast.
Turn it up. It's a new school beat.
Hello everyone, I'm Bill Riles. We're going to reintroduce you to some of our outstanding teachers here along the Gulf Coast. Our Golden Apple Caravan traveled to many schools in Mobile and Baldwin counties, and this year in Clark and Monroe counties. And in Monroe County, we met a Hall of Fame teacher, where students threw her a Hall of Fame reception. There was a celebration at Monroe Academy in Monroeville. A lot of people showing a lot of love for longtime teacher and cheerleader coach Paula Stacy, who is now your Golden Apple Award winner.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, not kidding at all. And there are some things to know about Paula Stacy, and that is just how many people think enough of her to nominate her for this award. So people nominate teachers, and sometimes we get 1 or 2 or 3 or 5. You got 149 nominations.
That's unbelievable.
Stacy says teaching at Monroe Academy is a calling.
I really feel God put me at this school 46 years ago to be his witness here. And I've had such great kids to work with, some of their parents, grandparents.
We listened as some of Stacy's former students talked about her.
She was awesome. I mean, she was just wonderful, always helpful, very thorough, a Christian lady. I mean, it was wonderful.
And current students, too.
She really cares for us, and she's like my second mom after cheering for her the last 3 years, and she just means so much to me.
I would say she's an institution. Anything that I need or anything that I don't know, she knows.
Stacy has also held a place in the Alabama Independent School Association's Hall of Fame since 2003. We love it when schools unleash the bands and cheerleaders to celebrate a teacher's Golden Apple Award. It was certainly fitting for the band to turn out when Jamar Dumas won his Golden Apple Award at Daphne High School. That's because, after all, he's the band director. An ad hoc group of cheerleaders led the way at BC Rain High School as math teacher Jabari Jackson accepted his Golden Apple. This is when Mobile County schools were still in virtual mode. There was a big celebration when Bethany Benton accepted her Golden Apple at St. Paul's Episcopal School, complete with flowers and balloons. And for the first time this school year, our Golden Apple team was able to help send off one teacher as she prepared to retire from teaching after almost 3 decades at the same school. At Fairhope East Elementary School, Golden Apple winner Susan Mitchell is a 4th grade teacher, and she has been for all of her 28-year career at this school, but not for much longer.
I'm very excited for this. This will be my last year here at Fairhope East. I'm retiring this year, so this is a great way to end my career.
Mitchell has been the 4th grade chairperson for many years, and for the better part of 3 decades has been committed to her students.
I enjoy working with them and just seeing the light go on when they learn something new or come to a new conclusion. It just means so much to me.
While she's dedicated to her students, she also mentors the new teachers who will follow in her footsteps.
I like to tell them that there are going to be many days that are going to be somewhat difficult, but it is well worth it in the end.
It was her husband who made the thoughtful nomination for Mitchell. He's also a retired teacher and reflected on his last day at school.
I knew when I turned the key that my life would never be the same, and I know she'll feel the same way because we have been all about it for all these years.
So even with both Mitchells soon to be retired, don't expect their rocking chairs to get a workout. So you're both going to be retired here in the not too distant future. What are you going to do?
Well, I teach online and she teaches online, so we'll stay very busy.
You're going to retire from teaching and you're not going to stop teaching.
I can't quit.
Still ahead, our Golden Apple Caravan traveled to Clark County and Jackson, Alabama, where we recognized a teacher who recognized me. Ms. Lankford, I presume. Yes, ma'am. And later, meet the teacher who got to put his own name on the school's outdoor sign to celebrate his own Golden Apple Award.
I do like the tough teachers. We're learning a lot.
He's always had a fun way of teaching.
He just cares so much for all of his students.
And what it's shown me is these teachers work so hard at what they do, and this is really a big deal to them. It's a big award, and it's joyous every time we go out to do it.
One of our trips took us to Jackson, Alabama, and here's a little behind-the-scenes scoop. Sometimes surprising a teacher with a golden apple involves waiting in a room with family and friends, fellow teachers and students, until finally, Ms. Lankford, I presume. Debbie Lankford teaches kindergarten at Jackson Academy. She shared one secret about her young students with us.
They tell me all about what goes on at home, and I keep it to myself. And then they tell the parents all about what goes on at school, too.
Along with the reading and writing and coloring and crafts, Lankford said her main message to her kindergartners is always choose to be kind. And she says they do. Not far away in Jackson, we met a veteran teacher at Jackson High School, and she said she was speechless. And she also said that should sound funny to her students. We were glad to hear from some of our viewers in Jackson to let us know about Jackson High School technology teacher Betty Washington. We were able to sneak into her quiet classroom to present her Golden Apple Award.
I'm speechless, I'm going to tell you. Most people probably will laugh at the fact that Miss Washington is speechless.
The 25-year veteran teacher calls Jackson High School home. She graduated from the school and is now dedicated to helping her students find their path to success.
I love the students. I love all the people that I work with here. And I love the content of what I teach. And that's computer classes.
When we arrived, she was in the middle of her business management class. Her nominator and co-worker says she is a giver who pours knowledge, motivation, optimism, and love into all of her students.
She cares not only here at Jackson High School, but outside. She's concerned about them when they leave, and she's preparing them for the future.
It's a new school beat. This beat is out of control.
Our caravan also made it to Saraland. At Saraland High School, we found out about a unique health program designed to give students an introduction into the medical world. Tammy Timms helped create the course. She's been teaching various health and medical classes at Saraland High for the past 7 years. She's been a nurse for the past 24. The courses start in 10th grade, teaching students anatomy, diseases and disorders, and medical terminology.
I really love when the kids come back and they're in college and they're like, that class helped me so much in my college courses. It's just very rewarding for me in that aspect that it really does make a difference in their life.
At Saraland Middle School, a unique teaching arrangement, co-teachers who lead special needs students through middle school. Jennifer Campitelli and Aaron Pugh teach their middle schoolers until they move on to high school.
I feel like I really bond with the kids. We get a real chance to get to know our kids and get to really work with them, and we really get to see great changes, both academically and behaviorally.
And it's not unusual for us to get multiple nominations for a teacher. It is unusual when we get multiple nominations from the same student. We ran into that situation in Satsuma. When one student thinks enough of her favorite teacher.
Is Riley Barina here? Riley? Riley? Come over. Hey, Riley, come up.
So much so that she makes sure our Golden Apple team sees her nominations. All 4 of them.
You want to present her with a Golden Apple?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. Hello, Miss Everett.
We couldn't help but honor her teacher, Morgan Everett, with a golden apple.
Been a tough year for all of us, but I try to make my class as fun as possible. I know my kids like story time, don't y'all?
Everett teaches 7th grade civics, geography, and history at Satsuma High School's Junior High Academy. She's been known to dress in period costumes for class and throws in a lot more fun for her students to keep them engaged. She's been doing it for 5 years, and according to her nominator, Riley, she's very good at it.
I've always just loved history. History is just my life. I go to historic reenactments and museums, and I've even been to the Colonial Williamsburg Teacher Institute, and so literally it's my life, and so I love that kids like Riley love it too.
And for Riley, well, she has some special reasons for recognizing Miss Everett.
Because she's been my favorite teacher for a while, and she helped me through some times when I was getting bullied, and so that's why.
And you're good now?
Yes, I am good now.
Coming up, some of us, that would be me, remain quarantined due to the COVID-19 pandemic during one of our Golden Apple trips. But I had good backup. I'll tell you about that when our Golden Apple special continues.
Flip the old school in a new way.
Well, just this last month, we went to a teacher, and he was so heartfelt, he almost started crying there in front of us, and you could just tell the passion that he had about teaching these kids.
Well, this year, the coronavirus bit many of us, myself included. And while I was at home quarantining, my colleague Jessica Taloni took off with the Golden Apple Caravan to recognize some incredible teachers.
Do you know Miss Mary Jane Collins? She is this week's Golden Apple Award winner. Please give Miss Collins a big round of applause.
Like most teachers, Mary Jane Collins had to deal with the adoption of COVID-19 protocols throughout the school year in order to continue teaching children. Another burden on an already tough, albeit rewarding, profession.
We're doing things new, we're trying to do it virtually, and we're getting there. It's not easy, but we're getting there.
Speaking of virtually, many more students and parents opted for virtual school in Baldwin County this past year. At the Baldwin County Virtual School in Daphne, several teachers are tasked with educating students online. It's where we met one Golden Apple winner, nominated by another Golden Apple winner. Inside a building that once housed a car dealership in Daphne is where many Baldwin County teachers are teaching students virtually during the pandemic. It's where we found Mackenzie Hines with her main teaching tool in tow, her laptop.
You are a Golden Apple Award winner.
Look at them, they're so excited. Oh my goodness.
Hines has been teaching for 5 years, but she is a born leader when it comes to the technology employed for virtual teaching. That's according to her nominator, Golden Apple winning teacher Sean Cavanaugh, who we surprised with her Golden Apple at her home back in May.
I knew all of the things to do as a teacher academically, but I didn't know the technology. And so she beautifully came over and would help me.
Hines even took over Cavanaugh's virtual class during a recent family emergency. Becoming a teacher in the virtual world, Hines says, was fate.
I actually moved here for my husband's job, and it was just fate brought us to this, and just a blessing to be able to have an opportunity at this new career.
Hines says her students are excelling in their online studies, so she's embracing the role as a virtual teacher. She believes online teaching and learning will be around a while. Our Golden Apple Special 2021 continues with another pair of Golden Apple winning teachers at the same school. Plus, it's time to fill in the blank at this campus in Grand Bay. Don't go away.
This was a goal of mine this year. I secretly said it and didn't tell anybody because I saw a bunch of teachers getting it over, the course of the year, and I was like, I want one of those. I want one of those.
Oh, this program is so important to us. I mean, it reflects how important the teachers are to our society. They truly are a pillar of society. They train our kids. They teach our kids. They're really a support for law enforcement because they're helping build responsible citizens through the classroom.
This year, we were delighted to find Golden Apple winners who were nominated by former Golden Apple winners. One of those was Nikki Hayden at J. Larry Newton School in Fairhope. She was nominated by fellow teacher and former winner Haley Harbaugh.
She's amazing, and she's just given my child such a great foundation for school, and kindergarten is so important, and he loves school, and mostly because of her.
There's not one day that's the same. Every day is different. They keep me on my toes. I get to be a mentor and kind of like a mama.
And in Grand Bay, we found a teacher who is in his first year of teaching and filling the shoes of his mentor, who also happens to be a fellow Golden Apple Award winner. Keep your eye on this sign at Grand Bay Middle School, because our next Golden Apple winning teacher will get to put his own name up there.
There seems to be a name missing here, Mr. Damuy. You're a Golden Apple Award winner.
William Damuy is not only a social studies and geography teacher at the school, he also updates the outdoor sign when it's needed.
This is the whole reason I became a teacher, to try to make an impact on somebody, to try to just help somebody out to learn. I want to thank my mentor, Mr. Frank Harris, for inspiring me.
Wait, that's Frank Harris, now a retired teacher, but legendary among his past students like William Damuy for antics like this in class.
I'm in his room. I'm changing the signboard like he did. I had him for middle school over 20 years ago.
When they called me over the summer and told me that William was being hired into my position, I said, well, that is an unbelievable coincidence, because I taught him a number of years ago. We went to the same high school.
And just like his mentor, Damuy says he's been known to get his point across to students in interesting ways. Damuy left another career after several years to become a teacher. This is his first year. It was apparently a good decision, according to his nominator.
Mr. Damuy is a great teacher. He's always had a fun way of teaching.
Does he stand on the furniture?
Not always.
Get to direct the stage play as well?
Apparently.
Did you get volunteers?
Kind of, yes.
They'll give me recipes and I'll cook it and the teachers will come up and taste it.
Thank you very much.
For a job well done.
Well, they have to use their kinematic equations to...
Their what?
So
I think Ms. Hodges invented virtual teaching before it was a real thing.
You see them right here. 14 of them have described you as the best teacher they have ever had. What do you think is working in your classroom?
I think it's just based on relationships.
You know, the kids, their positive attitudes, the people I work with are so fabulous too, along with support from great family too.
I don't know how tough I am, but I do hold them to a high standard, and they usually come up and meet my expectations.
And when I was in the Army, I got selected to be an instructor, and that's when I figured out that that's what I wanted to do.
I just have a passion for watching a child, that light bulb go off, and them just to learn how to put those words together and to find their favorite books to read to.
Makes me feel great. I really want them to enjoy school and learning and you know, to build skills for the future and help them in the next grade, and so this is really great.
I like the kids. It's always a new adventure every day.
We hope you've enjoyed our WKRG News 5 Golden Apple Award Special 2021. Don't forget, our Golden Apple Caravan will be back again next school year. So have a great summer. And don't forget, keep nominating your favorite teachers. Just go to the Community tab, click Golden Apple at WKRG.com. Thanks for watching.
Tonight's Golden Apple Award Special was presented by the Mobile County Sheriff's Office, Riviera Utilities, and Mobile County Smart 911.